Are you ready for some Monday Night Football? Apparently, the answer for the Redskins over the past 2 decades has been not really. The lights are on, the gates are open, and the stage is set as a new era of Old Dominion football begins tonight. I'm Nathan Epstein, live from the newly renovated SB Ballard Stadium. Welcome aboard Chopper 10. I'm Nathan Epstein, high above Hampton Roads, and why don't we take a look out of the window and into the future of Old Dominion football? We're discussing during the break who we think that might come out of the AFC or the NFC. Lyndon decided to take the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire route and decided to phone a friend. Jimmy Moreland, he's the all-time interceptions leader at the school, now trying to make it as a Washington Redskins. So tell me, what's been the biggest challenge jumping from college to the pros? 31 times he's won in the Cup Series, including the Daytona 500, and he's back where it all began, right here at Langley. They're the best three-point shooting team in the ACC, around 43% from beyond the arc. But I'll give you one guess as to who the top three-point shooting defense is in the ACC. That would be Tony Bennett's Cavaliers. So the question we've been asking all week, could lightning strike twice on this beautiful day in Blacksburg? 28.5-point underdogs. Old Dominion had been preaching all week. They felt they could hang with the Hokies here in Lane Stadium.
Come on.
When he revs up, Sean Beluso is unbeatable.
We've sat on every pole, won every race this year. 10 championships, 1 national championship, 76 wins.
And at 63 years young, he's got the confidence to outrun any young gun.
There are guys close, but I don't think there's anybody that can beat us right now.
On race nights, he's a wanted man. 2 local businesses put up a $1,000 bounty to the man who can beat him.
They said, man, just split the money with the second place guy, let somebody else win. It's like, there's no way.
But 2 years ago, winning took a back seat, and his world came to a crashing stop.
All you hear is the word leukemia, and it's like, what do we do?
Oh yeah, what was that?
Sean's daughter, Bryce, 21 years old, was diagnosed with pediatric leukemia. She spent 243 days at Children's Hospital of the King's Daughter, 180 days in intensive care. What's this whole thing been like?
A very long vacation. Stormy vacation.
Went through a whole bunch of different ailments, and she's beat them all.
No pain, no gain.
Through a fungal infection, heart failure, and other complications from chemotherapy, Bryce lost her hair, her motor function, but never her smile or her spirit.
You should let your friend win.
Her heart is so big all the time, and she's always worried about everybody else.
Sean was ready to leave racing behind.
Yeah, and I told him you were gonna stop racing, then I'm not coming home.
And because of the fighter beside him, he decided not to. Why do you want him to keep racing?
Because he's done my whole life. You win too many races.
So Sean has kept the pedal to the metal. How does it make you feel when he wins?
Good. That gets boring.
Her cancer is now in remission.
She's got a long road to recovery, but everything is fixable with her.
Undefeated man still!
And for Sean, there's never a checkered without a chat with Bryce, and winning has a new meaning.
It makes winning more fulfilling now. And then she can see all the fans that are up in the stands that are yelling and cheering for her. Makes me feel much better about winning.
Bryce will keep fighting for the ultimate win, the day she's back home at the track. In Hampton, Nathan Epstein for the Sport Track. It was a sporting scene the likes of which Washington, D.C. had not witnessed in 86 long years. Nationals Park electric. Red towels waving, the first World Series game in the nation's capital since 1933. And you know, with the Nationals' first ever World Series title hanging in the balance, we can expect more tonight. Hello, everyone. I'm Nathan Epstein coming to you live from Nats Park in the nation's capital, getting you set for Game 4 between the Washington Nationals and the Houston Astros tonight. Now, you know the Astros, the 2017 World Series champions, down 2-0 to start this thing off. You knew they weren't going to lay down and hand over the crown to the Nationals. Now, last night, Anibal Sanchez, your Game 3 starter for the Nationals, allowed the first run of the game in the second. Bluebird at left would fall. Carlos Correa scored to make it 1-0 Astros. But the story of last night was how many opportunities the Nats left stranded. Bottom of the second with 2 men on for Victor Robles, and Zach Greinke gets the ground ball and the double play to end the inning. Greinke allowed 7 hits, only 1 run, and struck out 6 in 4 2/3 of work. Huge opportunity gone by in the third when the Nats had the bases loaded and Asdrubal Cabrera went down swinging. Nats left 12 runners on base. Sanchez gave up 10 hits, scattered 4 earned runs over 5 1/3 innings. Robinson Carinos pounded this solo home run in the 6th, and the 2017 world champs had made this thing a series with a 4-1 win.
We've been doing really well.
You know the fans are expected to bring it again tonight. I have the pleasure of being joined by the longtime Nationals play-by-play voice, Bob Carpenter. And Bob, I know the storyline has been repeated so many times, but what has it been like for you to watch this team once down, once 12 games under 500, now 2 wins away from a World Series title?
Well, I think Davey Martinez, Nathan, has to get a lot of credit for that because he said all the right things at that time, and his positive influence on this ball club is the reason you and I are standing here right now.
Another UVA guy that a lot of people in Hampton Roads had their eyes on, Ryan Zimmerman. You have seen him since the beginning. We know what he's meant down in Hampton Roads. Can you put in perspective what he's meant to this franchise?
Well, I think Ryan is Mr. Nat. You know, others have come and gone, and Bryce Harper, you know, was a big deal around here for his 7 years with our ball club.
And last 30 seconds, what are you expecting tonight? Patrick Corbin on the mound.
Patrick, the master of the slider. Jan Gomes is going to be back there blocking said sliders. We're told that Kurt Suzuki's feeling okay today. You got Steven Strasburg down there.
Feels pretty good to be a Nationals fan, doesn't it?
It's a great feeling, and this is history. But as I said when we were on Masson a few minutes ago, we still need to take care of one thing. That's a World Series win here to go along with the 2 in Houston.
Bob Carpenter, the longtime voice of the Nationals. Bob, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see what happens tonight in Game 4, Astros and Nationals. And Bob, I'm going to let him take this one away. Bob, why not?
Well, here's a swing by Nathan, and there's a deep fly ball to right center field. See you later.
We'll see you later tonight. Back to you guys.